So what's the real problem here? Information phase. What in the world exists that can inform us about this problem? So what kind of things might you do to understand a problem?
Google.
You can use Google. Excellent. What else might you do to understand a problem? Talk to people, do market research. Excellent. You might even look at adjacent problems. Problems are not exactly the same. So if you're doing a toothbrush redesign, what other kinds of things might you look at to help inform you about how to design a better toothbrush? Emily?
Hairbrush design?
Hairbrush design, absolutely. Why?
Might have similar problems even with the product isn't exactly.
Absolutely. What else?
Dental floss.
Dental floss. So you might figure out what dental floss does well. In fact, there's a dental floss device that looks kind of like a toothbrush. It's got a handle. It's got a little small piece of floss, and you use it like this. So that's another way of considering it. Excellent. Stakeholder phase. This is really important. What's wanted and who wants it? Just because you can make it doesn't mean that people want it. Who knows what a VCR is? Great. This example won't work one day. OK, so here's the question. If I made a VCR, what functions would it have to have? I'll start you off. Play. Stop. Rewind. And fast forward. What else? Eject. That's great, because otherwise the tape is sitting stuck in there. Wow, it's an awesome tape I keep using. I've watched Tron 140 times. Oh, what is it? Open?
Open slash.
Yeah, so you have the eject mechanism. Pause. Power. Power, yes. Record, that's great.
Some of them have like the little displays with like the times.
Yes, yeah, flashing 12. Did you flash 12? OK, so a time display. Why do we have a time display at all? Why was there ever a time display on a VCR?
So you know the tape.
Ah, well, yes. So we have some sort of method. But that actually is separate. To the position of the tape, I usually had a counter. It might go up to 1,000 or something or more. The counter might tell me a position of the tape. What did the time tell me? Besides the time?
How long you total?
It could tell me how long I've been watching it. It might allow me to do something.
Time recordings.
Time recordings. I could not have to be home, and I could set my VCR to record channel 4, because back then we only had 5 channels. Channel 4, and that would record at 5 p.m. when I didn't get home till 7. Big deal. It's before DVRs. Amazing. What else? OK, I like that list too. So let's suppose I made a VCR, and it had all these features on it, but I took away one feature. I took away the ability for you to record. Show of hands, who thinks that's still useful? Who thinks it's useless? OK, why is it still useful? A VCR that cannot record.
Because that ability is pretty it's decoupled from the other from the other function.
But why would I want a VCR that doesn't record?
So you can watch movies?
So I can watch movies. When would I want to watch movies but not be able to record things?
You rent them?
When I rent them. Or when I bring them to a ski condo or something. I go to someone else's place, we bring up videotapes, and then people can watch the videotapes, right? Great. And what's the benefit of not having that record head in the machine? Because it's a record head and a play head.
It saves you a lot of money manufacturing, which means you can sell it.
Saves you a lot of money manufacturing. You can pass that savings on to the consumer. Because these are two different objects. OK. What if I took out, instead of the record head, I took out the play head? Who thinks that's useful? Who thinks it's used less? You're all wrong. No, you're all right in a certain way. Why do you think it's useless? I can't play a videotape. Why is it useless?
As soon as you record something, you can't watch it.
As soon as I record something, I can't watch it. Kind of a weird thing to do, right? Oh, I can't wait to watch this thing when I get home. I've recorded it. Now what? I have no idea. But think of it this way. What if I had a business, and my business was a video duplication business? You gave me one videotape, and I'd make thousands for you. You know, at graduation, they shoot people when they walk down with a camera. They shoot people when they walk down and receive their diploma, and they shake hands. So they have you on videotape. And but if people want to order videotapes, they want to duplicate them, or back when you used to buy videotapes as a kid, perhaps you bought Bambi, and you wanted to get a copy. Well, there's some room where there's a machine, and it plays. And there are thousands of machines that record. Thousands. They can record and rewind. They can do nothing else. They record and they rewind. And that's all they do. That's the whole thing. And so it's a lot cheaper for people to buy thousands of those things without the playhead or fast forward or anything else. You can really make it a much less expensive product. So just because you can do it and you can put it on there, it doesn't mean you should. So stakeholder phase is also a little bit bigger. Who are the possible stakeholders? We talked about this a little bit before. I think Ben brought it up, saying that a stakeholder can be shareholders, or they can be people who are related to the design in some method, some aspect, whether it's, I don't know, if in this class, let's take this class for example. Who are your stakeholders in this class? Who's the primary stakeholder?
Ourselves.
You. You're the primary stakeholder. Who's another stakeholder? Parents. Why? Because they're paying for it. And they want to get some value out of that. Who else?
Staff.
Staff. Which staff?
All of you guys.
All of us. So we're all stakeholders.
You all want to see this class be a success.
No, we want to see you be a success. It's different. I don't care about the class. It's true. The class can be a massive failure, but if you're successful, then, and we've helped you do that, then we've been successful. That's our job, to make you successful. What other stakeholders do you have? MIT. How's MIT a stakeholder? What?
They're putting this on their CWs so they can get more attention to MIT and the classes as well.
Well, maybe so they can get more attention, or maybe so they can share the ideas with people who can't be in this room with all of you. So maybe there are two different stakeholders.
Oh, God.
Maybe there's people they want to get money from and say, look at this cool class. I hope they think it's cool. Or maybe there are people who say, oh, I really wanted to hear about that lecture that I can't get to. John's brother can't get to this lecture today, wanted to, can't do it, so he's a stakeholder as well of the recording. So lots of stakeholders, and we'll be discussing this next class.